Just about time to rock as Toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway from the Superdome. From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 20. As he's dropped at the 23. They begin on the ground with Kamara. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing his car on 3rd down. That is caught. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. And gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. They go back to the ground with Jones. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Carr going to go on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And he is going to have the Saints first down, it would appear. Yes, he does, by a full yard. They get the conversion on 4th and 2. To throw, it's Carr. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Carr going to throw. And he's got it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A.T. Perry, 26 yards. And the Saints get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Goff in this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Charles already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
Here we go on 4th. Goff. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Coming left is Kamara. Evades him at the 20. That good for 22 and a 1st down. On play action, it's Carr. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Carr to throw. To the right side and complete to Thomas. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
A 4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Out now is the field goal unit for New Orleans. From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20.
Touchdown, Detroit! Jahmyr Gibbs, 75 yards.
And the Lions are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf, dude. That's bottom shelf material. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. They had 3 tight ends in on that set, and they were really good at blocking for their running back.
And give them a lot of credit because in football nowadays, tight ends coming out of college often don't block very often. These guys have really developed into superior blockers, and that's why they use them in this formation so often.
First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7 our score. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a second down. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
On third down, here's Gibbs.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The Lions need to move. They're hustling to the line now. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And it's incomplete. They could not convert. And they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Saints will have the football back. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
2nd down and 4.
Here's Carr. Here's Johnson with a reception. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jerome Johnson, 33 yards.
And the Saints will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point splits the uprights. These guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Here's Raymond bringing it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Goff now looking to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. How did they come through on this play and get the series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Goff. Throw left side complete. That's Gibbs. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On 1st down, it's gone. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
He'll let this go deep for St. Brown.
And incomplete on the deep ball. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. A 10-point game, 17-7 to score as we get back to it on EA Sports.
Here's Raymond bringing it out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory.
109 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. 20 down the right sideline. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's...
Oh, poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. Jack Campbell with a pick.
And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Well, he exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision could get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down.
They'll go again with Gibbs.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
Here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Patterson's kick is good.
And that will tie things at 17 all.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Carr. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. A 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They're taking the short, steady bursts.
They'll fake the give. Now gone. Throw left side, caught by Laporta. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Gibbs straight ahead. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. Another run for Gibbs here. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's gone. This pass complete to Reynolds. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Montgomery. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Once more Montgomery, but he will lose yardage here as they knock him back to the 3. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
On a lot of pressure on this kick. This to break our 4th quarter tie. Patterson's kick is good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Looking long for Thomas. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
And the Lions are going to get it back here just past the 35.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Off to St. Brown for the Detroit first down. Now a give to Gibbs, running left.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It was Cameron Jordan who came in and got him. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Here's Goff.
Finds Gibbs on the check down.
And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So no gain on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Gone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down, and that will force a turnover on downs.
This is 1st and 10.
Trying the left side with Kamara. Still moving. That's right. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, 47 yards.
And the Saints have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Here's Raymond bringing it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
187 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Going back to Gibbs on 1st down.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Gibbs.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Here's 1st and 10.
Goff. And it's caught. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here's 1st down. Carr.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
When you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Now Carr.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, this is getting close to a no-win situation now. They've got one final shot. They're on their end of the field, and it's 4th and long. This might require a little extra razzle-dazzle to get it done.
Here we go. This is 4th down.
Now Carr, gotta have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that'll be just about all she wrote for this one.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.